Anyway, we should do the show.
Let's go to Miss Thompson in Orlando, Florida. Miss Thompson.
Hello there.
Hello.
How are
Hi, Miss
you?
Thompson. How are you?
Yes, I'm okay.
What's
Wonderful.
Yes, I'm okay. My question is now. I have a question. I'm in Orlando, Florida. My time is not up as yet. I'm from Jamaica, but my time is not up as yet. But there's stuff going on in Jamaica in my parish.
Where
and I'm
are you
so
from? Are you
scared.
from St. James?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah.
And my entire family is here. So I'm planning and filing an asylum.
There's a state of emergency in Jamaica until May. In
Yes.
St. James area, the Montego Bay area.
That's not a reason to apply for asylum.
Right, so I just
because
wanted you
there's
to
not a
explain
state
that.
of emergency everywhere. And even if there was a state of emergency everywhere, that's just a dangerous situation to go back to. Really, because nobody says that you can't go back, you can file for asylum because you can't go back to your town. It's you have to file asylum because you can't go back to your country. So what the United States will say is, okay, there's a state of emergency in this particular parish, but there's, 11 other parishes? How many parishes are there in total?
There are 14 parishes.
14. So there's 13 other parishes that you can go to. Now, you may not have a home there, you may not know where to live there, but that's not what the law says. So that's not a reason for asylum.
Okay.
All right?
That's my question.
Okay,
thank you.
so what I would suggest you do is this. You may have a second question is, I'd like to stay. What should I do? And then what you should do is hold on and make a consultation with us, okay?
Okay, so you want me to call you?
No, I want you to hold on. 1-800-SQUEEZE.
Yep.
529-SQUEEZE. 5465-SQUEEZE.
1-800-LAWLINK.
Correct.
Right? Yeah, what's your question?
Child wants to sponsor me, and she'll turn 21 in the summer. Do I have to wait until after her 21st birthday to start the process, or can I start before?
Are you watching?
Yeah, but it's a delay. So
Oh, it's a delay. That's very true. The answer is you have to wait till 21.
Okay.
All right. I thought you were watching. I was just nodding my head. No,
She's going to see that in a few seconds.
No, I'm actually on the phone. I'm
Okay.
not.
You're not watching.
On
Okay.
Facebook Live.
Okay, fine. All right. Yeah, the answer is you got to wait till she's 21. But on her 21st birthday, she can file. You don't have to wait till 21 in a day. So literally what you do is you have everything prepared about a month before she turns 21.
Okay.
On her birthday, okay, you're going to give her a present. Happy birthday. And then she's going to give you a present by filing for you. Okay?
Thank you so much. I
All right.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so much for
watching.
calling, Karen.
Okay.
And remember to
Thank
spread
you.
the word, all right? Travis, what's up?
Hey, Brad.
Yes.
I'm actually one of your clients, and I'm calling to say I'm very happy.
Good. What happened?
That's good.
I had a waiver done through you.
Yes.
I'm back here.
Wonderful. How'd it go?
Oh, it's great.
So
I just want to let everybody know that it does work. With you, a lot of things are possible, and you give my family and me an opportunity that I didn't have for 18 and a half years.
Wow.
Yes, and my name is not Travis, but I don't want to put my name on the radio.
You don't have
got
to.
you, I got
You don't
you.
have to.
Yep.
Now, Travis, let me ask you a question. Okay, and thank you for calling. By the way, I had, believe it or not, I had no idea you were going to call. I mean, we didn't set this up, right?
Nope.
Swear to God,
Brad
right?
ain't paying me to do this. I just want to let
did not know
everybody
he
know
was
that.
even calling. Okay, now let me ask you a question since I got you on the phone, though. Tell us, without going into too much detail, I assume you entered the country without inspection 18 years ago, correct?
I came here with a visa, C1.
Oh, on a C1, on a crewman's visa. Okay.
Yes.
So I didn't even know what your story was. Okay. So you came on a crewman's visa, because I don't know who I'm talking to, actually. You came on a crewman's...
Right, we know all of that. Just proceed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You came on a crewman's visa, which bars you from adjusting. Who sponsored you for your green card?
Wife.
Your wife. So you had to do what's called a provisional waiver.
Yes.
Do the waiver here in the United States. Go home. Wait home about... How long were you home for?
A little over 2 weeks.
A little over 2 weeks, which is what I say, and then you got your green card and came back. Let me ask you just a few questions before I let you go. How is it living in the United States for 18 years out of status? How is that for you?
Horrible.
Horrible.
You always got to look at your back, watch where you go in, always on the alert if someone's going to come get you. No, that's not the case.
Right. Now, is this the first time you've gone through the immigration process, or you went previously or this is the first time in 18 years?
Twice before, and then you made a difference. You were the third.
Thank you. And now you went and we did the provisional waiver. When did you see me for the consultation, or you saw somebody else?
I saw you for the
saw me for the consultation.
in 2015.
Okay, great. Now,
And then you put me on to Nicole, and
awesome.
Joanna did the paperwork,
Yes.
and they had done an excellent job.
Okay. Now, were you a little hesitant when I told you, don't worry, you'll go home and you'll be back in 2 weeks?
That's the reason
I
I was
was.
calling.
We had a brief conversation over that, and then you said, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Give us all your documents. Tell us the truth. Don't hide anything. And it all came out to be positive. Just want to say thank you. And if there's anybody out there listening that got an immigration question, got an immigration issue, don't go nowhere else. Go to Brad.
What can I say, Squeeze? Thank you very much, Travis. Congratulations.
That immigration
Thank you.
Congratulations,
And
Travis.
soon to see you and Nicole and whoever helped on this case. I'll give you guys a call sometime, maybe in another 2-3 weeks, and schedule a day when I can come in.
Thank you.
And before you go, how did you hear about the law offices of wonderful Spar and Bernstein?
My uncle took me to him.
That's beautiful.
Apparently, my uncle knew him.
And where are you from originally?
I'm Guyanese.
Guyanese. Beautiful, man. Well, listen, man, congratulations. You know, you are now officially, truly enjoying the American dream in a legitimate status. And we got to say thank you so much.
Congratulations.
All right?
Thanks to Brad and the team.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Have
for
yourself a
calling.
good night.
Appreciate
Bye-bye.
it. Thank you.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Good stuff,
Good
Squeeze.
stuff. I like that.
You like that, right?
That touches me. That gave
This
me
is
some
how we help
goosebumps.
people, Squeeze.
That's what I like. So I think we should take another call so that we can continue being great.
Frank in Baltimore, Maryland.
You're great.
Frank is great.
Of course Frank is great.
Yes.
Frank, how
The
you doing?
great Frank from
No, great
Baltimore,
Frank.
Maryland.
Frank,
Hello,
How are you?
how are you, Frank?
I'm good.
What's up?
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Go ahead, Frank.
I'm coming here like 5 months ago with F1 student visa, but I didn't go to school. Right now, I'm trying to go to school, and
So you came on a student visa. You came on a student visa, but you didn't go to school. What happened?
Yeah, I didn't go to school because I was for difficulty. I don't have.
What was the difficulty?
Yeah, I was feeling sick, but I didn't go to hospital.
Okay, why were you sick? What? All right. So you got a student visa. Where are you from, Frank?
I'm from Africa.
Okay. So when did you come to the United States, Frank? When did you come to the United States?
I come in the United States in August 2017.
Okay, so you came August 2017. You came on a student visa, and you were supposed to start school in September. What were you going to come in here to study? What were you coming here to study?
To go to Ohio, Kent State University.
What were you coming to study? What do you want to study here?
English before go to normal college.
Okay, so you went. So you were supposed to start in Ohio, and for whatever reason, you got sick, but never went to a doctor. What's up with that?
No.
Why didn't you go to a doctor?
I never go to hospital.
Why?
My disease is medicine is traditional medicine.
Oh, so you use some non-traditional medicine to fix yourself. Okay. All right, so this is the story, all right? If you don't go to school, okay, within 180 days, you can always reapply to revalidate your student visa and get back into status. After 180 days, you got to have a really good reason. You're probably past that 180 days. You're probably called 30 days too late. That doesn't mean you can't do it, but you're going to have to document why you weren't able to go to school. You just saying I was sick and didn't do anything about it in terms of at least westernized medicine, I don't know if they're going to believe that or not, but we got to come up, or you have to obviously tell the truth. I mean, not come up with anything, but in other words, you got to be able to provide more evidence that you were ill to it's called reinstatement of your student status. And now he hangs the phone up.
He didn't hang up the phone.
Yes, he did. Karen in Macon, Georgia.
Karen.
Hey, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. By the way, Tamika Nelson says the guy was lying. We don't know. Maybe. We don't know.
And you don't know?
We has to be able to document it,
don't know?
though. How would I know?
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Okay, Karen in Macon, Georgia, what's up?
So I have a question, and that's
Yeah.
for my friend.
Okay.
So her mom has been in the States for quite a while, and she came up in somebody's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then she got married, then went in for her citizenship, but she got divorced before she went in. So they found all her paperwork and realized she was lying under the oath. However, the mom is still a green card holder. The friend would like to know if there's a possibility for her to file for her mom.
What was the problem with her citizenship? Why didn't she become a citizen?
They denied it, saying she didn't tell them about the name she came up in originally.
She will never become a citizen, and the reason they denied her citizenship is they said basically that she got her green card under false pretenses. And had the
Right.
government known about this, she would never have gotten a green card. They consider her not a lawful resident of the United States. If she were to travel and come back to the United States, it's possible she would be put in deportation. Thinking about somebody who doesn't even have a green card or considered by the government to have been admitted as a lawful permanent resident, the question of how can she file for a child, that's the least important of her issues. She could get deported. She doesn't really have a green card. She needs to fix this issue first. Number one, and number two, you can't. You can certainly file for your child, but they're not going to let the child come here in the United States. They're going to see what happened. Okay.
No, but the child here.
Doesn't matter if the child's here, if the child's anywhere. She is considered not to be a lawful resident of the United States. When she got her green card, she did not tell the truth. She said, my name is Mary when her name was Sally. Or she said, my real name's Mary, but I'm not going to tell you the truth that how I came here as Sally. Okay? And then when she went for her citizenship, it was all discovered that she entered here on some sort of fraudulent document. She needs waivers. She needs to fix all of this first.
How can she go about fixing it?
She needs to speak to me. We got to look into
I
her
was just about to
records
say.
and then figure out where to go from there. But in terms of, she's not considered by law a permanent resident right now. Filing her citizenship, traveling, or filing for a kid, it's the least, she can't do any of that. She's got to fix herself first. All right, so hold on one second. Let's go to Jermaine in Miami, Florida. Jermaine.
Go to Jermaine.
Hey, good afternoon, Brad.
How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Afternoon.
Jermaine's like,
No, okay. My friend has an issue.
What?
He was married in Jamaica, but when he came up here, he got a lawyer to do his divorce in Jamaica. When he got the decree of absolute, if that's what it's called, he called the Supreme Court in Jamaica and checked it, and they said yes, it was done.
Right.
However, he got married, went through immigration, got his green card. However, because he hear about the fraud thing that's going on in Jamaica with the divorce, so he called back the Supreme Court.
About divorces? Are you familiar with this, Squeeze?
I'm not.
Okay, let's find out about it.
Fraud and divorce?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's find out. What was the fraud in the divorce in Jamaica?
Oh, they said some lawyers was signing
Judges?
divorce decrees.
Oh, the lawyer was just signing the judge's name?
Yeah, that died. Those judges ain't alive anymore. Yeah,
really?
so when he called back the Supreme Court to check, they said the only thing they see in the system is that it started. It was filed on May 5th. So he needs to contact his lawyer to finish it up.
So he is not officially divorced then, so he's a bigamist, is what you're saying.
So, but what happened...
How long has he been in the United States?
I was just about to say.
3 years. He has a 2-year green card.
But it sounds like he was never divorced in Jamaica. Sounds like...
So what he want to know is if it's going to be an issue when he go to remove the condition.
Yes, because it sounds like he's a bigamist. Number one,
Okay.
He's married to 2 women, and the woman that he married in the United States is not a lawful marriage.
Why isn't that common sense if you're married to 2 people at the same time?
Yeah, because the divorce never was real in Jamaica.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so let me ask you. So Jermaine, Okay? If you know that they're doing these fake divorces in Jamaica, and he knows, one second, and he knows they're doing fake divorces in Jamaica, do you think the U.S. government doesn't know that?
Sorry, I have to side with Brad with this one.
I mean,
yeah, no, but what happened was, as I said, he got it before they this whole fraud thing came about.
But when
he called and checked it out, they said it was done.
Okay, so this is the story. Okay, there's only one way to figure out. You need to get you calling and speaking to a clerk or speaking to the secretary of the lawyer that you hired in Jamaica. The only way to determine is someone needs to go to the courthouse or go to the National Record Center, even better, in Jamaica, and get a certified copy of a divorce signed by a government official, certified by a government official, and it's an official divorce. If not, he's a bigamist. Then what is he? So then why are we even having this conversation? He's divorced.
No, he's worried, because...
he's afraid.
Yeah, because he had the absolute degree that he has that he turns into immigration. Yeah. It has the government seal and stamp, everything on it.
So, okay, so it's a real divorce. It's either a real divorce or it's not. The only way, if he has a government, who did he get this from? A lawyer. Okay, so then if he's concerned that the lawyer's faking this, the only way to determine, because what the U.S. government's going to do, the U.S. government is not going to go to the lawyer's office to ask for a copy of the divorce decree. The U.S. government's going to send an investigator out to the courthouse and look at that in the file and look for that divorce decree. So what he needs to do is he needs to beat the U.S. government to the courthouse and figure out if there is a divorce decree in the courthouse. If you're saying, I'm calling the Brad and Squeeze show and I have a concern whether the lawyer in Jamaica is really giving me an official document, the only way to make 100% certain is go to the courthouse.
Okay, Brad. So one final thing. Even though it was, because I'm a citizen, I'm just asking for him. Even though it was done, and he got the decree of absolute, turned it into immigration, got his two here, and all of that. So he's just about to remove the conditions now. So it went through at first. So he was wondering to go back and check the Jamaica again about the same divorce that he did.
Okay,
before he got his green card.
So this is the deal. From what I understand from this entire conversation, Squeeze. The man has a certified divorce decree. He got it from his lawyer. It appears real on its face. And as a result, he got married here in the United States. He submitted it to immigration. Immigration accepted this divorce as a real divorce. He has no reason not to believe it's real. And he got married and got his green card. And now he has to go remove the conditions. And now there's some lawyers in Jamaica. Maybe one of the lawyers in Jamaica is this guy that he hired. Okay, which now gives him concern, is that they were faking divorce decrees. I have no idea, sitting here in our green studio, whether or not...
With my green juice.
With your green juice, whether or not this is I don't even have a document to look at. And even if I did, I still wouldn't know because I'm not a forensic document expert on Jamaica. The only thing I can say is this, okay? You want to be 100% certain... Go to the National Record Center, go to the courthouse, ask them what they got in their file. If they have a divorce decree in the file, then it's real. If they don't have the divorce decree in the file, then he's got a problem.
Okay, so if he has a problem, how can he fix that if it's really an issue?
Well, then he would need to get divorced here from the woman in Jamaica. He's been here for 3 years.
For some reason, I think he feels that
something's wrong. He feels something's wrong. He would need to get divorced here and then refile again and explain your situation. Okay, I thought I was divorced and I was defrauded. He's just as, but you got to be honest and upfront with it. But I think step one is, why don't you go look to see if the divorce is real or not? Go to the courthouse and figure it out.
Okay.
All right? Because if there's no divorce in the courthouse...
Why are they afraid to check it out?
Because they think they know what the answer is going to be.
No, he checked it. He called and they said it was filed.
No. Calling, who did he speak? That's nothing, okay? What someone has to physically go to the courthouse and open up the file
and
check that there is a divorce decree in that file because that's what the U.S. government's going to do. The U.S. government's not going to call somebody and say, hey, is there a divorce there? Yep, okay, thank you.
No, they're going to check.
They're going to go check, all right?
Okay.
All right. Hold on if you
Thank
need
you.
help. Let's go to Christopher in St. Louis, Missouri.
How you doing today?
What's
Hey,
up?
Good. How are you?
Great. Good. I have a question.
Yes.
I filed for my mom in last year, November, and I only got a receipt in November. How long would it take
Where's your mom?
for her to get a response?
Where's your mom?
Jamaica.
You should hear. Well, it's only been about 3 or 4 months. You should hear by late spring, and she hopefully should be here by
Spring.
next year. Yeah, late spring.
Okay.
All right, and
All
if
right,
you
thank
need help,
Have a good day.
if you need help, hold on 1 second, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. If I can
right.
do that, 1-800-529-5465. We got Femi in Atlanta, Squeeze.
Yeah, let's run them through.
Let's
And
run
then we
through.
got to go back to social media
Correct.
also.
Femi,
I'm coming. Yeah,
how are you?
How you doing?
I'm fine.
What's up?
I'm coming, big. I'm fine. I'm good.
You good? Squeeze, how are you?
I am wonderful.
You know, I'm doing okay too.
Yeah, so
We're all
he's
good.
you're
Femi's
okay,
good.
I'm
We're all
wonderful.
good. Femi, I got a question for us.
Yeah.
What's up?
My wife doesn't want to file with me, my tax, and I want to file for the 10 years. So I want to have, if I file married or separate, will it have an effect on my?
Yes, because one of the things you got to prove is that you're sharing a financial relationship with your wife. If you're filing married, filing separately, you're indicating to the government that you do not have a financial relationship together because you're not sharing in the debts of your taxes. So I would suggest strongly that you do a joint tax return as evidence that you have a financial relationship with your wife.
We must, right?
Nothing is a must in life,
Nothing.
Femi.
Absolutely.
Nothing. You do anything you want. Okay, what I'm telling you is that to help you prove that it is a real marriage, how does the government look at a real marriage? Do you live together? Do you have a financial relationship together? So the fact if you file married, filing separately, you're saying I'm not responsible for my husband's taxes and the wife's not responsible. I mean, you're not responsible for her taxes. She's not responsible for your taxes. And therefore, that's one less piece of evidence to say that you have a financial relationship.
Yep.
Got it?
Capiche?
Okay. All right. Hold on if you need help. Let's go to Plainfield, New Jersey. In Plainfield, New Jersey, there's a Mr. Thompson who has a question.
Okay, Mr. Thompson in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm the same guy that is. I'm going back to Jamaica tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
My father started filing for me in 2010. He passed in 2010 rather. The filing starts from about 2009. So I'd like to know exactly who or how I could go about to continue this filing if it can.
Your father passed?
Yes, he passed.
Okay, what family members do you have here in the United States?
I have a uncle by my mom's side, and I have brothers and sisters
Okay,
here.
so brothers
by
and
my
sisters.
dad.
Okay, your brothers and sisters can complete the case for you. You're living in the United States right now in New Jersey, so there's
No.
where are you?
No, I'm not living. I'm in New Jersey right now, but I'm on vacation. I'm going back to Jamaica tomorrow.
Okay, you could adjust your status here if you want, if you don't want to leave. How long you been here?
From January 25th.
Okay. Oh, actually, you wouldn't be able to adjust your status here because your father didn't pay. I take that back. Your father,
I was
you
about
had
to
to
say.
be physically here when your father passed. So you
was-
definitely
Okay.
have to go back anyway. I take that back. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I correct myself very
problem.
fast.
Yeah, I
okay.
understand.
So you have to do what's called a humanitarian waiver. Your brother or sister has to fill in for the shoes of your father. They have to file for a humanitarian waiver with USCIS. We can assist that. And we got to show that there's some humanitarian reasons why you need to join your brothers and sisters here in America.
Okay, so I could give my sister this number for them to contact
Absolutely.
you, right?
It's the same exact number. Hold on 1 second, okay? All right, let's go to Louis in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Louis,
Hi, Brad.
what's up?
How are you, sir?
Fabulous. What's going on?
All right, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Actually, on behalf of someone. All right, so there's a situation where there was some misunderstanding that included arrest last year.
What was the
And,
misunderstanding? What happened and who got arrested?
My friend got arrested.
For what?
All right,
For what?
for a misdemeanor, a simple misdemeanor.
For a lobster.
They said what's that?
Apparently, they just threw a lobster up on the screen. Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor.
Uh-huh.
And he had an interview this week.
Right.
Went to the interview. They asked him if he has ever been arrested. He said yes. But he has a court case.
What was the misdemeanor for?
What's that?
What was the misdemeanor for? He got arrested, but you're not telling me what the facts are. Why was he
Oh,
arrested?
yeah, it's a simple misdemeanor theft. That's the thing. Yeah,
You know what? A misdemeanor could be anything. Tell me, was it a theft? Was it
Yeah,
a theft? Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Okay, so a theft. What happened with the case? Was he found guilty?
No, he has a court date.
Okay,
But he already went. He went today. Yeah, for the interview. For the immigration interview, the interview came through.
Yep.
And they asked him at the interview if he had ever been arrested. He said yes, he had been.
Right.
But he has a court date. But they said they want to wait on the outcome of the case.
Correct.
To actually finish. So does that bear any weight on him getting a green card?
He will not get a green card till the resolution of this case. They will not.
I hear you.
He will not get a green card until the resolution of this case. Hopefully the case is in it. No, they will not, because you have a moral character issues. They don't know what he's going to be found guilty of, because what he's found guilty of will ultimately determine whether or not he's eligible for a green card.
Oh.
All right, so he should speak to an immigration lawyer and have his immigration lawyer speak to a criminal defense attorney, whoever's ever representing him, and make sure he doesn't plead guilty to something that would bar him from getting his green card.
So you should not plead guilty, right?
Well, you don't want to go to trial and go to jail for 20 years if that's, the choices. But what you should do is know what your options are.
About to say.
Okay, so what happens? So your options are your criminal defense attorney will eventually come to you and say, "This is the best the DA is going to offer." Okay, and then the guy's going to say, "Okay, let me speak to an immigration attorney. Let me speak to Brad and find out if the DA is offering this as the plea deal. What does that do to my immigration?" And then Brad will say, "Yeah, that's okay," or "No, you can't do that. But you can do this." Brad speaks to the criminal defense attorney. Go speak to the DA and say, "You know what? This guy deserves a break.
Right.
If he pleads guilty to A, he's going to get deported. But if he pleads guilty to B, he gets a green card. Maybe the DA wants to see this guy get a green card. He doesn't want to see this guy get deported." So you go back and forth. It's called negotiation. So hold on one second, all right? Let's go to Mr. Watson in Queens. Mr. Watson.
Hello, good night.
How are you?
Mr. Watson.
I'm good.
Mr. Watson, I presume.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
How many times has anyone ever said to you, "Mr. Watson, I presume"?
No, Watson.
That's from Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What's up?
Okay, well, I've been here for 4 years.
Yeah.
I have a green card.
Uh-huh.
And I recently got me a little baby girl. She's 6 months.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to do my citizenship as well, but I'm wondering, could I file for my daughter?
Yes. How old's your daughter?
She's just 6 months.
Where is she?
She's in Jamaica.
Yeah, file for her now, and when you become a citizen, you'll upgrade it, and when she comes to America, she'll become an automatic citizen. So file now.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, because if you don't file for her, she'll never get here.
How would I go about it?
File an I-130. Hold on one second. I'm going to have you come see me. You're in Queens. It's easy for you to come see me. You know who also was Watson, I think? Who? Wasn't that Alexander Graham Bell's assistant Watson? Watson, do you hear me? Wasn't Watson on the other side of the telephone call?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it wasn't Watson a butler and some sitcom TV too.
And wasn't it Datsun, the car before the Nissan?
Isn't Watson the IBM
yes.
thingamajig?
Yes. Yeah. And didn't somebody just say the other day when they turned on the TV, "What's on"?
What's on? That's funny.
I'm trying.
What's on?
I'm trying. What's in? I don't know. What's on? All right. Let's go to Mamadou in Brooklyn.
Hello. Hi. Good evening.
How are you, Mamadou?
Yeah, I'm fine. You, sir?
Good. What's up?
Yeah. So I want to ask some questions about my situation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Mamadou, so I'm from West Africa, Niger.
Okay.
I enter here with visa F1, student visa. So I currently live with my dad here. So my dad have green card. So I'm 24 years old. So I want to know how long it may take if he petitions for me.
All right, you came here on a student visa. You are now living with your dad who has a green card. You would like him to file for you. It's about 7 years.
Yes. It may take how many years?
7.
7. So how about if he already put my all my document, like he already put my document in 2014 in immigration.
When did you come to the United States with your student visa?
2016.
Did the U.S. Embassy know that your dad filed an I-130 for you in 2014? Did you tell them?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would say no. I would say you didn't tell them. I would bet a lot of money you didn't tell them, and they were unaware that your dad had filed for you, because if they knew your dad filed for you, then you wouldn't have gotten the student visa, most likely. Now on the application, it says, has anyone ever filed for you before? Do you remember what you wrote on that application, on your visa application?
So my visa is like visa F1 visa, so I'm a student, still going to school. So.
Yeah, but that you're not answering my question.
Yeah.
And I'm not on your side, by the way. I'm not on their side. I'm on your side. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm definitely on your side. My issue is that if your dad already filed for you.
So.
If your dad already filed for you, Squeeze is leaving the building. If your dad, where you going, Squeeze? You just left. He has to go to the bathroom, maybe. I don't know where he went. So, if your dad already filed for you, then
I go to the bathroom.
and you got a student visa, and the government didn't know it, but you have another issue. You have a totally other issue.
In 2014, so he already gave all our document, my document, and for my sister and my.
Okay, you're not even answering. We're not having the same conversation here. What I'm saying to you is, you may have a problem before we get into will you get a green card or not. And the problem is that did the government know, when the U.S. Embassy know, when you got your student visa in 2014, that your dad filed for you? And my guess is they didn't, because if they did, you wouldn't have gotten your visa, because a student visa has a non-immigrant intent. So before we say any more, before you do any more, before you stick your foot in your mouth, hold on and come see me, okay?